like right after you sample something, the first thing you want to do is go into trim mode. So you hold down mode and then trim, and then boom. You know, it's sample 1 because the first thing I sample. You know, it's a clean slate. That's sample 1. So we're gonna change the name because we want it to be original. So this one, since we sampled it off this, we're gonna call it. You can see I named it Gam Green, you know, whatever, you put whatever you want, but always the last 2 numbers you want to leave 0 and a 1, because when you chop this up you want to change the numbers. It's more easier changing the numbers than changing the name all the time. So let's begin chopping. Still in trim mode, you know, right after we name, now we go straight to edit. Now before we edit this sample, chop it up and shit, let's check out what we got, alright? Okay, alright, let's begin now. Since we heard what we got, and you know, if you got a good memory like I do, you know what you're gonna chop up. You could do it 2 ways. Okay, let me show you the first way. Let's go into this extract. Alright, let me show you how that works. Okay, let me just scroll it over to edit. Go name, tune, right here. You want to start, use the start points. This shit is always by default. We don't want to hear all that. Let's hear it. That's perfect right there, you know. Let me see how I want that shit to end. Here we go. Use the end point. Let's tone it down, whatever we want, you know, listen with your ears, alright? Let me see. When you're chopping, right, you gotta use what these say here. You see, that says play loop, that says play 2. This, when you touch it, you see that plays the whole thing. But here, play 2, that means it plays like from the middle to the end. So when you're chopping, that's what you want to hear. It's okay, so when you play it, we're satisfied with our start and end point from the first one. Now what we're gonna do is scroll over here, going down back to edit. Now we're gonna see the magic of extract. This is how you do extract. You see, don't discard it, because you discard it, you're gonna cut off everything that was chopped before and after. You know, you want everything there when you're chopping. So just go to extract, go to do it, and see now automatically, see my Gam Green number 1 now turn into Gam Green number 2. So that's the next. Yeah, everything's cool there. My bad. Now A1, because we got the first sample there, so we're gonna put it in A2, and we're gonna press do it, and there we go. But we don't, you know, we're gonna go back. See, we're just gonna go back to green 1 again, and now go back to the end point, give him back his life. Go back to the start, you know, and there we go. Once again, we're back. OG sample, Gam Green 1. Going back to extract, pressing do it because it's flashing, See? Anyway, do it. Now it's Game Green 3. You see that example? Let's play. Alright. Now, we're gonna not A1 because that's where the OG example's at. Not A2 because that's where our first chop is at. Second chop is now A3. Now I just showed you right now extract method of chopping, okay? Now I suggest beginners to start out with that to get them to know, you know, the 500, you know, get into the tasking, get into, you know, busting your ass. I suggest you should do that, okay? Now we're still in trim mode, you know. But now this is the other method. So let's go back once again to the OG example, Game Green 1, and let's return him back to normal, back to form. This guy too, back to form. Okay, now we go back again to edit. And you just press copy. And now look, it's Game 4. Alright, let's put that into 4. Okay, let's do it. Anyway, go back to the Game Green 1. Once again, back to edit. Oops. There we go, copy. Copy that again. Now it's Game Green 5. I'm gonna put that into 5. Yeah, let's do another one. Yeah, another chop. Yeah, I guess we can copy this guy, the same one. We didn't change stuff. Wanna make life easier. Right? Who knows what I was doing? Anyway, copied it again, and now it's Game Green 6. Alright. And we put him in. Do it. Boom. Okay. Now we got that example here copied to 3 pads, so it's gonna sound the same. Okay. Now they copied that. Now what you do is trim them up. We got 2 methods of chopping and 6 pads filled up.